Hey everyone, I'm Krish, a scratcher, also known as SMP. Today I'm going to show you how to create a text engine in Scratch. What is the text engine? A text engine box or a dialog system helps display written conversations or messages on screen. Let's get started. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to ask you to go to the Griffpatch Academy account on Scratch. So the URL is scratch.mit.edu/users/griffpatch-academy, and you'll reach the Griffpatch Academy profile. Over here, go to the featured project, text dialog start project, and over here, hit the remix button. This project has no code at all. This is only an engine and has all the text fonts in this project which we can use. It has zero code as you can see, but it has all the letters and text, which we'll be using to make it accessible. So now, let's start coding. So over here, when you look at the text engine sprite, please set the size to 400. So let's set the size to 400. We can see the letter more clearly. I would recommend deleting the delete me sprite because it has to be deleted. Wait a second. Okay, so once you have deleted the delete me sprite, go to the text engine sprite. And now we'll start coding some basics. So go to the looks category on your left and find the switch costume to block. Please drag this block over here. I hope you can see. And switch costume to A. So this will make the 0 character to A on this screen. And after that, okay, now once we have switched the costume to A, I would ask you going to the control category on your left and finding the create clone of myself block. Attach this block with the switch costume to A block. Okay, so once you have done that, go to the motion category. And once you're on the motion category, go to change X by 10 block and switch the 10 to 25. Once you have saved this code, I would recommend clicking the green flag on top of the editor and click this code a few times, so maybe 4. Oops, you see that the alphabets are stuck together. They're super narrow and they're not clear enough. So what can we do? We can change X by to 35 and just click the green flag to reset and put it in the middle. And now click this a few times again, so maybe 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still a bit narrow, so what can we do? So we can just reset this again and switching it back, and we can switch it to 45. Okay, so this is normal size. But what is the problem here? If we switch it to another alphabet, for example L, and if we click it, the problem here is the alphabets are too wide from each other. So the problem is some alphabets are narrow and some alphabets are wide. And it cannot be used to make a proper text engine. So what can we do? Okay, so what are we gonna do now is create a coding script that can calculate the words of each alphabet, because we cannot do it manually because there are over 100 costumes of alphabets. So we have to make a coding script for that. Imagine you have a letter
Music licensing.
and we move it
reimagined.
as far left on the stage as we possibly can. And then we slowly move it to the right until it is no longer touching the left edge of the screen. At this point, we know the middle of the F is now half the width of the F away from the edge. And by definition, we know how wide the F is. It's the X position of the F plus 240. Now let's start by coding this. What are we gonna do now is go to the motion category and grab the go to X, Y block. We're gonna change the X. We have to move the alphabet to the left edge. So what are we gonna do is change the X to negative 9,999, 9999, and we're gonna keep the Y centered. So when we click this block, the alphabet is now left centered and on the left edge. Now what are we gonna do to move the alphabet slowly to the right? We're gonna go to the control category and get repeat until loop and attach it with the go to X block. Now we are going to go to the operators category on the left side and look for the not block. Here is not
Music
block.
licensing.
These
reimagined.
shaped blocks are called the Boolean blocks. So we're going to attach this Boolean block with the repeat until block. And now we're going to go to sensing category and get this block touching mouse pointer. And we're going to change the mouse pointer to edge and connect it with the knot. And now we have to move the letter slowly to the right. Now what are we gonna do is go to the motion category and look for the change by block. Here's the change by block and we're gonna attach it inside the loop and change 10 to 1. Yep, only 1 pixel at a time. Now let's click the green flag and click this script to see what happens. Look, amazing. I moved a bit to the right. All we need to do is add up to our X position. So go to the operators tab and get this plus block. And now we need to calculate our left margin. So go to the motion category and get this reporter block X position. Attach it and plus 240. The amount we calculated. And Scratch reports it's 10. Now, shall we store this 10, this amount, to a variable? We can go to the variables tab and click make a variable. And we can make a variable width and make it for this sprite only. And then we can get this block set
Music
width
licensing.
to
reimagined.
from the variables category, and we can set width to X position plus 240. We can attach this block in the bottom of this script. And now, when we click the script, the width variable gets set to 10. However, we need to record the information for all of the numbers, alphabets, characters. So what are we gonna do now is go to the variables category and make a list. And name it font halves and make it for all sprites, as we're going to have different widths for each letters, and there are 100 plus letters. Now what I'm going to do is go to the variables category and find the list category and delete all the font tabs. And before starting our calculations, we need to know how many costumes are in this sprite. And this is a tricky task. So what I'm going to do is go to the looks category and get this. Switch costume to more block and change this to blank. And so what I'm going to do now is go to the operators tab and get this round report block and attach it with the switch costume to block. So what are we doing here is switching costume to costume 0, which comes before costume 1. And now, when we click this script, it switches to the last costume, which is space for me. It might be different for you, but don't worry, that's normal. And now, when you go to the looks category on your left and get this costume number report block and click on it, it reports us the last number of the costume of this sprite. So what are we gonna do now is, now you're gonna go to the control category and get this repeat 10 loop and attach this report block to repeat. And now we're gonna go to the looks category again and get this next costume block and put it inside the loop. Now let's click the green flag and click the script. Oh, look at that! All the costumes running to the last costume. That's really cool. So let's get this letter measuring script that we made to go inside this script. And this will measure the width of the costume. And we need to store that in our list. So let's go to the variables tab and scroll down to the list section and get this block add thing to font tabs and put it underneath. And let's go to the variables tab again and get the width and attach it to thing so we can add width to font tabs. Now let's click the script. Oh, look at those letters slowly gliding and changing, but it's a bit slow. So you can hold the green flag and hold the shift key and press the green flag, and or go to edit and turn on turbo mode. Oh, look at that. It changed costumes in no time. If that was too fast for your eyes, let me show you it again. So let's turn off turbo mode and press this key, and now turn on turbo mode again. Oh, look at that. The costume changing was fast. Let's check. Yep, we have all the costumes captured in our list. You can tell that by looking at the side numbers at the lists. And it has 114, which is good. We have captured all the costumes. This means our script is working. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed the part 1. Part 2 will be out anytime soon. So keep an eye on my YouTube channel. And if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, K-Tech Coding. And also follow me on Scratch Nice Person. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more videos. For those who are wondering, what are we gonna do in our next video? I would teach you how to create your own custom blocks in Scratch, and we would implement that in our current topic, text engines. So keep an eye on my YouTube channel for more videos, and part 2 would be out soon. Thank you so much.